So, you just started your first Ecom storefront, and you're trying to then source traffic from social media. You're trying to do Instagram influencer shoutouts, but your requests, but your response rate for influencer shoutouts has been very low. And in this video, I'm going to tell you a secret that I haven't seen very many Ecom users, Ecom YouTubers make a video about, and it blows my mind because almost every e-commerce chat room I've been in has thoroughly talked about this, and we're going to get into it right in this video. As I'm sure you guys know, it's the last honest here. If you've been watching my content and you like it, of course, the big red button's right there. And if you want to press the like button, you can, but I'd rather you watch this whole video and then come back to it if I've earned your like. Because I guarantee you I probably will, because in this video I'm going to give you another gem of information, absolutely for free. Just to prove to you guys that I think a lot of these e-com YouTubers are not giving you actual, viable, feasible information for you guys to actually make money. So I'm just going to tell you guys exactly the bottleneck systems I use to get Instagram influencers. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there who have storefronts or are trying to really sell anything, even if you don't have your own primary landing page, and you're trying to do it mainly through ClickFunnels or something of that nature, what you're trying to do is market through social media. And I'm sure a big one in your eye has been Instagram. One big problem with Instagram is that there is no third-party leeway from private personal advertisement to the actual sellers of the product or service themselves. And in fact, I think that is a huge problem with Instagram, but there are ways to circumvent this problem. One of the big things of Instagram is I'm sure you've already discovered, you've probably already incurred this problematic situation. If you're watching this video, you have DM'd an Instagram influencer, probably dozens of them, and only one of them has ever messaged you back. Yes, it worked well. You paid that one $20, and it was beneficial. You made profit. In fact, your return on ad spend was good. The problem is you can't find enough of them. And that's the problem I had in almost anyone who's been marketing on Instagram after the first 2 years that Instagram came out. And I'm actually going to show you the websites that I use to find accounts that advertise shoutouts for money. These are called peer-to-peer advertisement websites or buyer-to-advertiser service websites. And it's going to be heapsy. We're going to go ahead and jump into my computer, and I'm going to show you one of the bigger sites that I use. It's Heapsy. Heapsy is a site where you can search things, different criteria for different accounts, and generally what you're going to want to be looking for is within the United States, because you want quality traffic. There is grade A through C traffic, and you want grade A, and that's usually first world countries. That's not being racist or pandering towards any sort of derogatory statements. It's just the truth. In internet marketing, you're going to want the highest quality of traffic, and that's usually first world. And the second thing is going to be, you can search by hashtag. And this is the big thing that I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I'm going to get right into it because I don't like when YouTubers create a 20-minute video and you have to wait till the very end to get any valuable information. A lot of times, even with these accounts on these seller to advertiser servicing websites, even on these websites, some of these accounts are dead, some of these accounts are not used, some of them are inactive, and some of them are even banned. The problem that I've found with direct referral and also using servicing websites is that you really can't filter for inactivity, which I think is almost absurd. That's almost ridiculous to me. However, that is the case, and I've actually seen some websites where you can, and we'll go into that later. What I would do is I would what's called reverse search. I would reverse search by hashtag, and this is the key, guys. This is the key. Reverse search by hashtag with hashtags. Reverse search by hashtags that are in accommodation of automation systems. What do I mean by that? Search by hashtag of accommodation of automation systems. Search for things like follow for follow, or like for like, or marketing agency, or something like social media manager. Why would you search those things? Well, if you search those things, more than likely they have a bot. A bot is an automation system that will immediately message you saying thanks for the follow, etc., etc. More than likely, almost 100% of the time, if you're paying $30 a month for a bot, that account is still being used, and it's being used for business purposes. For business purposes. There is another YouTuber named Hayden Bowles who advocates direct messaging, and I think, and a lot of YouTubers advocate direct messaging, and in my personal opinion, going from advertiser to advertiser, DMing them for hopeful shout out is a waste of your time. You need to figure out how to reverse search for specific things in which it has a large probability rate of response rate. You can do this through automation systems using email marketing systems of your own, but I simply do it through peer-to-peer servicing websites like this. I'm telling you guys, reverse search for keywords that are related to bots servicing business pages. Those pages are designed for profit, and if they're still paying every month for a bot, more than likely, and when I say more than likely, I mean almost 100%, those accounts are still active. That will raise, in my personal experience, that raised my response rate from 4% to almost 16%. In fact, my best friend, who we were in a chat together, I have actually shown him my template that I use, and he personally, and he makes way more money than me. He makes almost $7,000 a month from one Shopify store, and he owns 3 of them. He told me personally to my face that is a 20% conversion rate on Instagram influencers is actually incredibly good, and I think it's incredibly good because I learned keywords to basically reverse search only pages that sell shoutouts specifically related to business Instagrams. This has helped me immensely. In fact, I would go as far to say is I used to consider Instagram influencers unprofitable, or rather, I used to think that people just use them for representation because it's very hard to really scale them for profit. Unlike Facebook ads, where you can definitely scale them for profit, it's a bit trickier with Instagram ads. After doing this, I've come to realize this is how you make Instagram ads profitable. You just key search for the highest quality influencers that are on the platform. That's it. That is the key. And in fact, I'm surprised that I've watched tons of e-commerce YouTubers and none of them talk about this, which baffles me, because when you go in their chat rooms, basically almost all the conversations are about this. It's like they refuse to give you the good information until you pay for their mentorship. But that's another conversation for another video. What I want to speak to you now is a service website that does everything for you. And there's actually a few others we can talk about, but I'm going to talk about the most popular one. Probably not the one that has the best reputation, but the most popular one, and that is Shoutcart. Shoutcart is a service in which you can pay for shoutouts, and the only ones listed are active accounts that are selling shoutouts for usually a low price. And what I find is if you can get what I call group advertisers, if you could group enough of them that have a good conversion rate and are very cheap, around $10 to $15, you can actually make them very profitable. In fact, I now have an expendable account of about $200 to $500 specifically for Instagram shoutouts. The biggest reason why is because I think that Instagram shoutouts are some of the most quick response conversion that you can get. The response that you can get to your site for a new product that you just posted an ad copy for is extremely quick. The response rate is incredible. In fact, it's far better than Facebook ads. In fact, I would go as far to say is a lot of people who are using Instagram, they are using it for the response rate. They're using it to rank, hopefully they're using it to rank high on the algorithm, which will drive traffic to the website, which will drive traffic to all of their ads, even their Facebook ads, which will overall, in the long run, even help their Facebook sales. So that's why I think a lot of people use Instagram, and that's why people still use influencers, even though I think they've become less effective in the past few years. It's because the response time for whatever product or service you're selling, the buyers to that product or service, is incredibly quick. In fact, it's almost like within a few hours of the shout out being posted. In fact, sometimes it's a few minutes. It's very incredible how high the engagement is overall through the entire Instagram platform. But anyways, guys, that's what I want to talk to you today about. Reverse search for accommodation, for keywords in accommodation of automation. And when you do, you will find a response rate from your messages to be way higher. And there you go, guys. If you like this one, please think about giving it that like. And if this gets enough engagement, I'm going to give you guys the template of exactly what I send to all of my influencers. And there you go, guys. If you liked it, don't worry about trying to give me some sort of financial appeasement for my work. I give you guys what the mentorships make you pay for, because that's what we're here for. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.